What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's Zabernite here, your Tech and Games Crusader, and this came in today for the Oculus Quest 2. This is the other Halo strap that I'm testing out, where it has the headphones included and attached to it that are white, and they're actually screwed in to this point right here. So let's get into this, take a look and see what we have. We have the white drivers, and that's all. And we have our headband here. Notice it has the Oculus symbol on it. So this was actually etched into it differently with black caps on it. But it's got the same kind of screw assembly. It's just these screws are larger head to remove. So I'm not even going to use this part, because, you know, as you can see, I'm using the rear Elite strap, plus the fact that that's as large as it gets, and that barely will fit my head. So what we're going to do, I am impressed though that this is an actual fabric strap. Go Quest VR. So this is the top strap it comes with. It is thicker, so it will have a little bit tougher time getting through the port on the actual headset at the front. Right here. Because that's a very, very tight fit as it is. But we'll give it a shot. And I will definitely be replacing the other strap that I've been using with this one, where it's actually fabric. And it's soft, as you can see. It's thicker. The one that came with this one is rubber-ish covered. And it separates quite easily. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Alright. Good thing I've got mask and stuff on, where I am under quarantine due to a housemate testing positive for COVID. And it's a couple days after Christmas now. So, well, it's the day after Christmas now. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. It's a couple days after they tested positive. So we still have a bit of time under quarantine, hopefully, before I have to go back to the hospital for oxygen treatment and for COVID blood test. I can be able to be outside of quarantine and still test negative, because me being autoimmune, I don't know how I feel about that. So it looks like there's some staining on it. Yeah, the drivers actually got stained, and this is actually loose. And this headset, or head strap kit, costed just under $100, and I like the frame, but I think, the one I've been using is much better built. What do you think? Pretty sure. Yeah. I'll probably keep the drivers from this and this frame here, and I'll just switch out this center part, put what's actually functional into here so it matches more of the headset and it's accenting instead of being more black until this developer actually gets their white product out. Just because, you know, the quality, you can't beat the quality of this. The 40 nanometer drivers in this and no distortion sound response is excellent. But yeah, you can see right here, this goes and it has a solenoid or a foam piece on here of some sort. This is where it actually goes into these. And this would come off, and that way you would just have it screwed in from the other side. Sorry. You would have it screwed in from this side, and then it'll angle wherever you want it to. I wonder if this even will slide. It does, but man, it's really, really stiff. And there's no ratcheting on it where it stops or anything either. So it does feel like it could break. But both having the staining on the earmuffs and this being a very, very hard material. This is a thicker material. It's not as plush like this, and it's much thinner. The quality on this is just much better. But I don't like that the inner ear cover is loose, and that this staining from strap or something is not coming off. So that's two negatives against it, and it's on both of them. So and I mean, I was going to clean it anyways soon as I got it out of the packaging, because being autoimmune and I can't take any chances on COVID, you know, I'm wearing a mask and everything in the house because of housemates contracting a positive diagnosis for COVID. I'm not sure I like the flat strap on here either. I mean, the connector is a lot larger, but this strap is like spaghetti thin. But bear with me while I get this cleaned up. I almost feel like it's an insult to use this frame with these drivers, because this entire thing is injection molding. And then this is 3D printed. This is 3D printed. So it just feels like a big downgrade for something that cost, you know, these were $38, normally $42.99 on Amazon. These, with this headband, was $92.99, and it's not available separately just for the drivers, which is what the insane part is. I do have another one coming from a different company that has the same thing, but it was $63.99. But it won't be here until next year. So it's the way things go, I guess, within that aspect. I'm going to locate my driver. just a bit, guys. Or thank you for bearing with me. Alright. There we go. I was hiding under the DualSense controller. It's always close to where you think it is, but never exactly where you think it is. Sorry guys, I'm not been able to do a whole lot of cleaning or anything energy-wise for the last week, so yeah, let's get back to this. So what we will be doing is showing on this one how to install these in the same process. Then we'll install it actually on the Quest strap design that I have set up. These are really, really stout. Like, it's still turning. Slightly getting it there. There we go. So that's what's in there holding these two pieces together. And as you can see, this cap design is a little bit different. So this part is also a little bit different. These are just a sleeve on type. It doesn't have the pressure fittings of what's actually on here where it snaps through. But we'll go ahead and show you. See, it's just slightly different. Let's see, this has a little squeeze part on it, where the other one does not. And what I was talking about, see how large this one will get? Way larger than needed. Like that, I'm sorry, that would fit Andre the Giant's head. Now the question is, will this kind of squeeze cap work with this? No, will not. So, the question that we next ask, see, that one actually goes with it because of that extra circular design. Now let's get this one out. You see the difference in the screw sizes too. So this is what came on the one that arrived today. So now, let's see if this will go in, because if this goes in, then we can still use this. Okay, it does go in, so let's see if it covers the cap. It does go in, and it does cover the cap, so that's good. That means the drivers, or the bracket for the drivers, will mount. Alright, so let's get this other one out. Okay. Got it turning. This one turned a lot easier, or started turning a lot easier than the other one, so that's good. Nothing holds these in, so they don't lock in like the white one does. So that's one part of the design that is inferior. So that's just a threaded screw hole right there. And this is going to come out like that, and then the band will be on it, and then you screw it on. Now to see if it will fit on this one. And it does. But let's see if it'll actually screw in on this one before we start anything else. Alright, so that part does go. Do not like how this feels though. This is very stiff. It does have spring loaded though, just like the other. It's actually a little bit thicker spring. You can see there's no screw holding this on this side. It's just got this tab here of a pin that goes through it. So it adds a less quality design right there than the way that these are built. You actually have a screw threaded hole through it to change the bracket out, which I like. And it doesn't have as stiff of motion. And it turns. I've not even checked to see if this one turns yet. So this one doesn't even turn. It's just a flip. So you have no angles with this. That's kind of, another step down, a compromise, I would say. This is a rushed design for sure. I almost want to see if I can be able to get this out of here. Get this out and see if I can't super Frankenstein the parts I want to use. Just because the only part about this I like is this. And it's just a bowl with a screw thread. This doesn't turn. It just slides. And it is very, very difficult to slide. And this is like almost clothespin type of clamping power here. Alright, so the design style I was thinking about is having these be in here. And as you can see, I didn't break anything. This is rather intuitive design. just to have an accent for the color. And much better, higher quality drivers. I've not tested the actual sound output yet on these white ones, but you can tell, you know, this is quality sleeving on this cable, and it's actually rubberized. This feels like ribbon. It is super thin. And it's great for stashing it between things, but yeah, this mechanical or electronic section right here for where it draws power from and connection is just really, really weak. Plus the staining. This just drives me crazy. You shouldn't get this kind of results on something that costs almost $100. Now I'll test out the sound quality on them and I'll let you know in a future video, but for now we will see if there's anything else on this at all that can be modified to get this out of here. Actually, I just thought of a way to get it out. Ta-ha! Look, it's open. Boom. That's done. Let's get this one out. Sorry, but this design, while this is intuitive, the rest of this is very rudimentary and very archaic by comparison. Which is why for now I'm going to stick with this design. Because, look, you have rotation. You have clipping. And you have a screw. I think I'm going to turn this upside down just so I can be able to get this out of here a little easier. Yeah, even look at this. There's a rubber seal on the back of it to keep it sliding easier. This is thoughtful design. This is why I appreciate this company and the testing I've done for products from them. They put attention to detail, and they also keep in mind thought of how things will be utilized. Smart design. Dumb design. It's thicker, but it can't do anything. The only thing this needs is to have this as an option, and it also include this as an option that can be unscrewed and removed from this mount. Because as you can see here, the rotation bit This is a good design because it rotates. This can't rotate because this is a block. There's nothing to have it slide easier either. You can even hear, listen to the ratchets. Normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is 90 degree. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is 180 degrees. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is 270 degrees. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And 30 is 360 degrees of rotation. Good design. I will turn it to where the bottom heavier part is available to get it removed though. Yet again, smart design. Also makes it easier to get on and off. We got L with L. We got R with R. So let's go ahead and get this attached back now. The other question I have is, do I stick with my textured pad from my other one that has a very good feel to it, or do I go with this high gloss plush pleather pad? This one's vinyl coated. This one is just straight out pleather. Yeah, here's the other thing. Look. So, if this was such high quality, this would be Velcro removable. Again, this head strap for the Halo head strap cost $92.99 and doesn't have another feature that this one has that costed $44. It's not Velcro removable. Well, yeah, it has an Oculus logo on the sides of the front. Good for it. But man, that is... I don't even think that's rotatable. No, it's not. Okay, guys. Check this. This has a gel pad in it. Okay, that's good. This has a foam rubber pad. But look, rotation. Not everybody has the same shape and forehead. I'm essentially guessing that what was paid for the cost was, one, the Oculus excuse me, indentions. 2, white arms and white drivers that are stained. And 3, these non-rotatable screw into the joints of the halo strap connections for the drivers and the headphone arms. So I am at a loss for words on the difference of quality. You know, buying these for $38.99 plus this full halo strap for $44.99 is less expensive with more features than this with this very horribly textured padding that I'm not even going to use, and doesn't even get large enough, that doesn't rotate for $92.99. And they have a different halo strap by itself without the headphones. That's $66 because it has a rear pad that covers down here as well on the back of your head. That's garbage, guys. I mean, flat out. This is like super glued in. You can tell because you can see the edges of it because it singed the edge where it was actually glued in. It is thicker. I'll give them that. It's thicker than this. Like, it almost has a memory foam type of give to it, or pushback to it. But this having more fabric that is Velcro replaceable flat out makes it the better buy. And this texture doesn't sweat your forehead because you actually have those triangles are keeping everything from being on your forehead and just creating a heat barrier. Better buy. Not. But let's continue on with our modding process here. And remember, guys, this I did with needle nose pliers. I ran the needle nose pliers through until this would be able to fit here. It's in the previous video. You can watch how I did it if you're interested in doing the same thing. So we have our options here. We can do this. Or we can do this. I mean, this is just comes down to attention to detail. And they failed at attention to detail on this. You would figure for something they're charging almost $100 for, they would want to get it right. But it's clear they were in it to just make a quick buck. And I will assess and review accordingly to that. So you guys know, I'm not in this to try and just promote things that I don't believe in or I wouldn't make use of properly myself. I give things a review that it's deserved based on my assessment and results. So we got this here. Just to finish this part up, to show you how this is installed. I'm using part of the parts from my original for my other one because, well, I like that they're built better and they don't just slide out. So never even took this screw out because I was disgusted with the design of not having it rotatable. I'm using the longer screws because this needs all the help it can get. It's not a part of your headset you want to go flying apart. I mean, I could use this just to show you as what it comes with, and I will. Because you guys won't have access to everything I do unless you have done exactly as I did and pieced and parted together. But I'm doing this all so that you don't have to. That you're aware of what you get for the price. And in case you have questions, I can be able to better answer it based on what you have included with your kit that you buy, and not if you're doing the exact same thing that I did with multiple variations and stuff. All right. And it does look like I am going to be redoing my strap again. So, yay. Because I'll give it the one thing. The strap it comes with is better. It's just not, you know, one thing does not value the product at being worth that much more. I'll show you guys how I've actually done this. So I'm pretty sure some of you have watched. But, you know, I took extra Velcro piece here and I cross-strapped it to where it goes under. That way this stayed no matter what. I mean, this feels more durable because it is rubber coated, but it's going to sweat you more because the part that's on your head is rubber coated. So let's actually review their strap now to see how this feels. It is slightly wider, I give it that. But I do like that the top of it even is still the same soft material. Sorry guys. So from here, we will wrap this. Alright, so that's even. Pinch this. Alright. Now we know where it's going to go. We'll bring this strap for the VR power to the top. Just like that. Turn off. And this is the part that always takes the longest for me, guys, because try and line everything up. Alright, so we got that lined up. Let's be able to detach this, get this to lay flat. And now we can get this to go. Okay. And we'll pop this up to here. And from there, sorry guys, my mask is getting to me. And now comes the importance of having adjustment on these. It's like they didn't think through what they were designing and just got so far and was like, okay, yeah, that'll work. And what I mean by that is let's see if even these will fit. And there's not even any markings to know which side is what. You just have to go off of the cable length. So let's do that. We'll go off the cable length. Here goes this one. And here goes this one. That's really, really tight. And look how loose this is still yet. Alright, so we'll tighten this.